Hey everyone, LJ Aguinaga here with LJ Realties, and today we're going to talk about money, how to organize money, how to budget, how this all works, all right? So I'm not even going to get into the different relationships we all have with money based on our upbringing, but strictly, what is the first thing you can do to get organized with money? And step one is budgeting. Everybody hates to do it, but you have to build a basic budget. What are your basic expenses? Is it rent? Is it your mortgage payment, car payments, insurance, food, anything like that? What are the basic requirements that you need, and sticking to that budget? A lot of us have a tendency to go out and just kind of do whatever and not live on a budget, and because of that, we tend to run into problems along the way. The second thing that I highly recommend is open up several bank accounts, and go open up free bank accounts that just are allowed to do electronic transfers so that there's no additional cost to you. But in a perfect world, you want 5 or 6 bank accounts minimum. And you might say, LJ, 5 or 6 bank accounts minimum? Why would I ever do that? So the first reason is you want to make sure that you're saving enough money for taxes. If you're not an employee where that's already being deducted from your pay, then you need to have a tax account so that you are automatically, with every paycheck that comes in, putting aside money for taxes. The second account is if you are self-employed, you realistically have GST and PST numbers or sales tax numbers, you want to be putting money aside for that. That money is not your money, it belongs to the government. You're simply holding on to it for them until you file your quarterly return or yearly, depending on what your situation is. So that's the second account. The third account is the first part of the budget. What are the expenses that you have recurring every single month? Money should be going into that account in order to just pay off those regular occurring expenses that are required for your day-to-day living. After that, we get into an investment account. You should always take a minimum of 10% of any check to pay yourself first. We pay taxes first, but you should always put at least 10% aside for an investment. Now, this does not mean just keep it in a savings account indefinitely. You might start off with it in a savings account, but that really should be your investment account. That means buy an index fund, buy a safe dividend paying account, or go as lucrative if you want. If you want to go into something like Bitcoin, something that's a little bit more volatile, by all means, but you have to understand that you are assuming that risk and that you are okay with this, okay? So make sure you're investing this money. It could be in real estate, it could be in any sort of fashion, but make sure that you are investing at least 10% of all the money that you earn. It's going to hurt at first to put that money aside and not really see it, but once time starts happening and compounding starts happening, you're gonna be really, really happy that you did. Because once it starts to grow, it starts to get really exciting. It almost starts to get addictive to put money aside into that account because you see it snowball and grow and you see your future building up in front of you. The next account is your spending. I mean, you still have to live. Is it vacations? Is it going out? Whatever it is, have money set aside for that, but know that that's the money that you have reserved for that and you can't bust that budget. Credit cards makes it really easy for us to go and spend recklessly, if you will. But if you know that you're only spending what you have available to you based on that account, it really simplifies your life. So my hack is to budget and then to have the multiple bank accounts to really organize your life. And most banks allow you to have free electronic accounts that allow you to transfer from one account to the other without any fees or anything of that nature, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.